if you, I like the fact that you're asking, like, what makes someone become a founder or an entrepreneur? Because it doesn't mean that you are quote unquote successful, but in my opinion, you do need to be someone who sees some really really tough challenges and get triggered by solving those challenges, solving problems. I know it's a kind of like a cliche thing to say, but you really need to be somewhat of a contrarian in the type of mindset you have. Because if you're not a contrarian, by definition, you're just doing what everybody else is doing, right? So I think that's the main part of having like a contrarian mindset, always wanting to be challenging something, never being satisfied with the status quo, which is also a cliche thing. But um, and sometimes like the type of people I've been around, which are founders, some more successful than others, they also are, I would say, like painfully annoying in a sense where not only are they looking for to solve problems, but also constantly looking for problems, and sometimes you can get caught up in just finding problems just for the hell of it, right? So but I would say definitely being a contrarian is a very good start of being the key denominator of whether or not you want to go into entrepreneurship or not, if that makes sense.
Would you be, do you think you're annoying?
Well, yeah, well, yeah, I think I'm annoying. I think, yeah, that's a fun question. Sometimes, yeah, I would say I'm painfully annoying as well. But I think I'm very fun to work with. It's high energy. There's chaos, obviously, and there's for most part there's some system to the madness. But yeah, I'm annoying. Yeah.
What attracted you to entrepreneurship?
um I think that started back in like from my childhood. I think it's not going to be one of those podcasts, but like I had a kind of a troublesome childhood. My mom was an alcoholic, and she died at a very young age. Um, or sorry, when I was at a very young age, and that made me realize I had to figure out a bunch of stuff myself because I didn't have that support anymore. And and when I realized after high school that the way I was thinking and the way I was solving problems could also be somewhat commercially like viable as a way of living life, as a to getting into business, into and making my living that way. I think that was one of the key moments where, yeah, from around 18, 19 years old, I realized, hey, I want to go into entrepreneurship. I want to build something, and I've always had this urge to like, yeah, take something from 0 to 100 in the shortest amount of time. And I think that stems from, yeah, from my childhood in a sense, and obviously a bunch of other things. But I think it comes from there.